to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Daniel,
and I, Talasha, share with you about some of the things God is growing at College Mennonite Church.
Marie watched some monarchs grow this year.
Soon you will see pictures of the whole process from caterpillar to butterfly.
Marie's grandchildren enjoyed releasing the fully grown monarchs.
Bill and Phyllis Miller have sent us a picture of their outdoor farewell for Adoracion.
She needed to return to Mexico to renew her visa, but hopefully we'll be back here with Eugenio soon.
Matthew Lind reports that he has been working on a project with Oscar, his next-door neighbor.
Oscar got to learn how to use power tools while they built a chicken coop together.
And then Oscar decorated his new coop.
Then Matthew split his own chicken flock so that half of his chickens have a new home with Oscar.
What new projects are you working on?
We are feeling grateful for creative and flexible people right now.
The adults working with children and youth this year are thinking outside the box.
Without traditional Sunday school, they're trying all kinds of new methods for building relationships that support families in the faith formation process.
They're making phone calls, doing home visits, and collaborating on plans.
Some are even having virtual snack, sharing, and prayer times.
At our Zoom orientation the other week, we were inspired by these adults' willingness to try new things.
The faith formation work of these teachers and families is going to be made more possible with the worship series that begins next week.
In times like these, cohesion of congregational life is even more important than ever.
So, beginning next Sunday, our worship and children and youth Sunday school will all be following the same scripture texts and themes.
We will use a modified version of This is the Story.
Each week, the worship service will introduce the new section of the story.
Following the service, What's Growing will air as it usually does.
Then the streaming will continue with some music and announcements running until 10:45.
When a sing-along time with Deb Kaufman or Matthew Lind will begin.
Following the sing-along, we will lead a brief look into the week's stories.
The sing-along and story time will especially be geared towards children, their grown-ups, and their Sunday school teachers.
But everyone is certainly invited and welcome to join.
You may find that what we do with the children also gives you a jump start into your own exploration of the scripture that week.
And we hope to add a Wednesday night discussion opportunity soon as well.
And parents and caregivers, if you want some assistance in knowing how to use This is the Story with your children, you should have received an email invitation for a workshop that's coming up this coming Saturday at 4 o'clock.
And if you didn't get that and are interested, let us know and we will send you the information.
Guess what?
Today is the art sale.
This is our first attempt at a large-scale, in-person gathering since March.
Some of us have probably forgotten how to be in public.
And none of us quite know what to expect this first time back here at church.
So we're going to walk you through the plan.
Note that this is the plan.
We are committed to flexibility, so we will adapt as needed today.
Before coming, please check your temperature, make sure that you can smell and taste, do a general self-check for health.
And please stay home if you aren't totally well.
When you arrive between 4 and 4:20, come to the welcome table first.
There you can sanitize your hands, get a mask if you forgot yours, and hear any last-minute instructions.
And if you're over 3 years old, please make sure that your mask is on properly.
If you have brought art to donate, follow the signs to place it on tables underneath one of the two canopies.
These will be divided into 2D, 3D, and textile art.
And we will have marked traffic patterns on the ground for you to follow.
We will work at not lingering.
Once you have placed your art, you can head to the Memorial Garden or the surrounding grassy areas to mingle 6 feet apart from others.
And this is the hard part. When we are in a familiar space, we tend to revert to second nature habits.
So, in your mingling, please take care to remain distanced from each other.
If you feel like someone might be getting in your 6-foot bubble, here's an idea.
Extend your arm.
And prompt the other person to extend theirs back to you.
Replace the old habit of handshaking with this new habit of distance checking.
At 4:20, we'll have about 10 minutes of welcome and instructions and learning about the Immigration Legal Assistance Fund.
And then, from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, you can select your art to purchase.
Art will be bought by donation and on an honor system.
There will be baskets for cash and check donations.
Or you can use our handy new online giving platform.
There will also be sidewalk chalk for creating fleeting art.
And hand bubbles to enjoy.
Usually the church is the place where we as parents kind of let our children roam.
But we are in a different time right now.
So please keep a caregiver with a child at all times.
And since it has been a while since we've seen each other and our faces will be half covered,
Please remember your CMC name tag.
we're excited to try this.
We need to be able to congregate in some ways in these months to come.
And we have high hopes that these outdoor events will help us feel connected.
If we all work together to keep each other safe, this can be done.
Si se puede, friends.
We hope to see you tonight.
And until then, remember,
God was, God is, and God will be.
thanks be to God.
Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.